Do you want to add page loading animations such as these ones to your GoHighLevel website? Then this video is for you, because today I will show you 3 really cool effects that will instantly transform your GoHighLevel websites and take them to the next level. Starting off with this progress bar animation that appears when you load or reload the page. As you can see, it also has a fade out when the animation is finished and the whole page is loaded. So how do we add this to our GoHighLevel website? Well, first of all, select each and every page from your website. I will use this particular template as a demo for today, and then just add a simple custom HTML and JavaScript element, because there is no native way of creating loading animations between the pages. In the GoHighLevel website builder, we have to rely on custom code. So open up your code editor, and then you need to add some HTML. Pause the video and copy exactly what you see on the screen, or if you have my Notion doc, I just added a new page within section 5 called 3 cool page loading animations. And this page right here contains all the code for all the effects from this video. And of course, if you want to get access to all these effects from my Notion doc, then click the first link in the description. Now going back to our custom code element, once you have the HTML here, you can also modify the text here, for example, loading or whatever you want to have. You need the script, the JavaScript, which is this one. I'll go slowly, so again, you can pause the video and copy exactly what we have here. There is a bit of code indeed, but yeah, it's a complex animation that looks quite well when you switch pages. After you have everything in here, click save, and then you need some custom CSS that you need to add in the custom CSS section. I already added a ton of variables, so you can customize everything from the font family to the font size, colors, background, and even the animation duration, because usually the page loads quite fast, so there is not enough time for you to see the actual animation. So that's why I added a fade duration and also a progress duration. If you put this to 0.2, for example, then it will happen very, very fast, and I'll show you in just a second. Just pause the video and copy exactly what you see here, all these classes, then click save once again, and let's preview it. So this is the page, let's refresh it. And as you can see, it happens very, very fast because the page loads quite fast. So there is no point in delaying the page by increasing the duration of our animation. But if you want to have a longer animation, you can definitely do that, because I added the variables right here. Now let's move on to the second effect, which is this one. A very simple spinner that rotates and fades out after the page is loaded. So how do we do that? The same steps, just create a custom HTML and JavaScript element, open it, add the HTML, very, very simple in this case, and then the script, the JavaScript. As you can see, this is much simpler than the other one. Click save, and then the custom CSS, quite big as well, with much fewer variables. We just have the fade duration, and that's it. And of course the overlay background. Then you have all the classes. Again, pause the video and copy, or get the code from my Notion doc, this tutorial right here. Now, as you can see, this one doesn't have an animation duration. It just starts to fade out as soon as the page finishes the loading. So if you have a slow computer or a slow device or a very, very large page that needs some time to load, then the animation will happen for a longer time before it starts to fade out and you can actually use the website. So a bit different from the previous one. Now for our third loading animation, we have this cool bouncing and rotating cube that changes the border radius for each corner plus a little shadow. As you can see, it's a long animation because of the demo purposes, but I'll show you in just a second how you can change that. So the same steps as before, we have the custom HTML and JavaScript element, and this is the code. This one is not that big as the first one, but we still have some code in here. Again, pause the video and copy the code, and then we have the custom CSS in here with some variables. You have the background, you have the fade duration. The loader delay is the animation. So basically, after the page is loaded, you have a 5-second delay for the animation to keep playing. I put 5 seconds just so I can show you the animation, but you can use 1 second or whatever it is that you want. Then you have the cube color and shadow color, and then you have the classes and animations and everything until here. 90 lines of code almost. Click save once again, and that's pretty much done. For this particular effect, I took some inspiration from this website right here, cssloaders.github.io, and as you can see, they have plenty of other spinner animations. So if you want to replace the bouncing cube one with one from here, you can do that very, very easily. And again, this is how it looks. Very, very cool animation. So again, if you have my Notion doc, you can copy all the code snippets from this tutorial right here. And if you want to get access to my Notion doc, click the first link in the description. And of course, if you are curious to see all the effects and tutorials that this document has to offer, then check out this video right here.